Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Emanuela. If you're new here, it's your girl Emanuela. So I just posted my first video on YouTube some days back, and here I am with my second YouTube video, guys. I'm so excited. I'll be sharing with you guys how I started my business. Yeah, how I started my business from home. I in my previous video, I told you guys I'll be sharing with you guys ways to make money, like avenues on how to generate money from even from the comfort of your home, even from the comfort of your home, right? Yeah. So first of all, I would love to share my own journey through entrepreneurship. Yeah. So I actually started my business in 2019, May of 2019. Yeah. So how did I start my business? What inspired me to start up a business? Um, 2019 was the year that I took in for my second child. I got pregnant, expecting my second child in 2019. So I was just at home doing nothing, and I thought to myself, initially, before then, I was into makeup and all of that, making people up for events and stuff like that. You know, I was also trying to like upgrade my makeup skills and get a studio for myself and all of that. But along the line, I got pregnant. So this is me pregnant with a second child, and I already have a son that was about 1 year plus then. Yeah, 1 year plus then. So I thought to myself, how am I going to cope taking care of my son and carrying the pregnancy and also going about my business as a makeup artist? It was really depressing. I mean, it was frustrating. Sometimes I will carry my son, and then I will go to people's houses to, some clients who call, they need a makeup. I will take my son to a client's house to do the makeup for the client. And at the end of the day, sometimes my husband will be like, no, 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 you can't be taking my son to different places. And this boy is too tender to be going to different people's house for a job and all of that. So you just have to like find a way to balance your makeup business and your life as a mother. So he kind of suggested that I look for something else that will give me more time for my children and then myself, and also something that won't stress me and the pregnancy. So after giving it a thought, I told myself, you know what? I actually think he's right. I think he is right. So this is me, 2019, pregnant, and I just didn't know what to do. And I love money. Guys, I love money. I don't joke with money. I don't play with money. I love money. I love making money in legitimate ways anyway. Anything that will give me money in a legitimate way, in a legal way, I am in, count me in. So I love making money. So I on a fateful day, I was in a salon. I went to make my hair in a salon, and I was there. I was just scrolling through the streets of Instagram, and I came across someone's page on Instagram, and the person was like, shouting importation business. You can make money from importation. Do you know how much I've made from importation? Blah 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 blah. And I was like, wait, I actually trained because in 2018, back then, I had a training. I got a training on mini importation. When mini importation was really, really raining for Nigerians, I got a training on mini importation. And after that training, I just tossed it aside. Like I never went back to like, you know, I never went back to what I was taught. I just left the knowledge without using it. But on that fateful day, when I saw someone shouting about mini importation, make money through shipping things into Nigeria and all of that, I told myself, you know what? I think I'm going to give this a try. I think I'm going to give this a try. So there and then, funny enough, funny enough, that 2019 that I started my business, I had nothing. Like, I didn't have up to 50,000 in my account. I didn't even have up to 50,000 in my account to start up a business, but I was actually gingered. I was motivated. I was eager to start up something for myself. I called my sister on that fateful day. I called my sister. I told her, you know what? I want to start up something for myself. Please, could you lend me some money? And fortunately for me, she had some amount of money with her. And then she sent me, a reasonable amount of money for me to like start up something and then pay her back later. So that was how I started up my business with the money my sister gave me, added to the one in my account, the one I already had in my account. I went back to my knowledge of importation, and I decided, I thought of, before then, I was asking myself, what am I going to venture into? What kind of products am I going to be selling? And how am I going to sell these products? I was so scared. A lot of things were going through my mind. I was so scared. Like, if I spend this money my sister gave me in buying goods, and at the end of the day, I end up not making sales, not making any profit, or even getting back my capital, how am I going to pay back my sister? How am I going to pay back my sister? But then again, I took a leap of faith. I took a leap of faith. Because I mean, when you want something, yeah, you give it your all. You give it your all. So I just took a leap of faith, invested that money on. I told myself, a lot of people are selling things online. I mean, when you go on Instagram, when you go on Facebook, when you go on different social media platforms, you see people selling shoes, selling handbags, you see people doing makeup. I mean, you see people doing lots and lots of profitable things to gain financial freedom. And I told myself, just try and look for a niche that is not that saturated. Look for something that people need that is not all that saturated. I again, I was scrolling through the streets of Instagram again, and I saw a page that sells wedding rings. And when I saw that page, I told myself, you know what, this is a kind of business that I would love to do, like having a wedding ring shop. Because personally, I love everything wedding. I love my childhood dream. My childhood dream was to go to university, get a job as a banker. I love to work in a bank. I really love to work in a bank. So I told myself, as a child, you go to university, and when you graduate from university, you're going to get a job in a bank, and you start working as a banker. Little did I know that all of those things won't happen. You know, all of those things won't happen. I also, as a child, I also had this dream of having my own bridal store where I'll be renting and selling wedding gowns. And again, when I thought of starting up a business, I looked at wedding gown. I actually visited some wedding shops, some shops that rent wedding gowns, and I realized that the money I had wouldn't even it wouldn't even scratch the surface for me. Like, wedding gowns, especially luxury wedding gowns. Luxury wedding gowns are quite expensive, and nowadays everybody wants luxurious things. Everybody wants to, like, look good on their wedding day with very expensive and catchy wedding gowns. So to get such wedding gowns is gonna cost me a lot of money. So I said, okay, since I love the wedding industry, I love everything wedding. Why not just do wedding rings? Yeah. So I started by getting a company outside Nigeria that sells. I did my research, of course. I did my research. I got a company that produces wedding rings outside Nigeria. Yeah. So I got this company. I started to chat them on WhatsApp. That was how we started importing wedding. I actually started with sterling silver rings. Because sterling silver rings back then in 2019, they were not that expensive. As of 2019, a bridal set, sterling silver bridal set cost about 25,000 as far back as 2019. Yeah. But right now, a good sterling silver ring bridal set costs between 60,000 to 100,000. So then in 2019, I had to, like, tell myself, why not just start with selling silver? When you have money, when you make more money, you can actually expand and start selling gold rings and all of that. So that was how I started my business. I got this company, and after discussing with them. They sent me a sample of what they have and all of that. And I selected the rings that I wanted. They shipped the rings to me in Nigeria. I paid for the ring. I went to collect my what's it called, shipment. I collected my shipment when it arrived in Nigeria. And as a stay at home mom, I had no shop. I had no shop, and I had no intention of getting a shop because I was pregnant. My whole focus was on, let me just get this pregnancy done with. I was waiting to like give birth to my baby girl, and you know what next for my life. So my business had to like start from home. I had no other option than to start from home. So I started with my phone and my ring lights. I started making videos of my ring. I'll set up my ring lights. I'll bring my phone, clean my camera properly. I'll fix my nails, and then I'll wear my rings, and I'll start making videos of these rings and start posting them on Instagram. I created a page. I actually created a page on Instagram for my business. So that was how I started my business, started posting my rings on Instagram. And guess what, guys? Guess what? Within 2 weeks, within 2 weeks of posting rings on Instagram, I got my very first client, my very first customer. Someone called me. I was so surprised because I put my number on my Instagram bio, right? So someone called me and the person was like, I would love to get, I saw what you posted on Instagram. I would love to get this particular ring. How much is it? And I told the person 20,000 naira. The person said, okay, no problem. Where is your shop? I said, sorry, I don't have a shop for now. I sell from home. And the guy was so kind enough. He said, no problem. Just, can you come? Can you deliver? Can you come to my office and deliver? I said, no problem, sir. No problem. So that was how I dressed up that day, took the ring and went to this man's office. I gave him the ring and he paid me. He transferred 20,000 naira to my account. Guys, I was so excited. I was so happy. I mean, the joy that comes from making money. I felt, I mean, that day was so glorious for me. That day was really glorious for me, making my first money as a business person. God, I told myself, so people actually make money from Instagram. Like, seriously, people make money from Instagram. That was where, you know, that was where or when I decided to like take my business serious. I started buying more rings. I started making sales. From that first sale that I made, that was June. I made that first sale in June 2019. So from that first sale that I made then, I started taking my business, posting more on Instagram, posting more, engaging on people's posts on Instagram, trying to like gain visibility on Instagram. Then I had like 1,000 followers. Was it even up to 1,000 followers on Instagram then? Right now I have over 4,000 followers on Instagram, So back then, it wasn't when I started, I didn't even have up to 1,000 followers on Instagram. So I started looking for ways to like make my page visible on Instagram for people to know that, okay, this person does this, for people to know that, there is a new shop in town, there is a new business in town, that someone out there sells wedding rings. And if you need to engage your partner, or if you need a wedding ring for your, big day, you can actually patronize Amber Rings. Yeah. So I started, doing everything to gain visibility. And from there, I started getting customers, one after the other. People kept calling me. People started calling me every day, not like every day, but like every time I would receive a call. I saw your page on Instagram, please, where are you? Where's your shop? I'll be like, I don't have a shop. I sell from home. I can deliver to you. And the person, yeah, in fact, I actually met quite a number of kind clients, people that even if I tell them I don't have a shop, I sell from home, they were kind enough to say, okay, I understand you don't have a shop, can you come and deliver, can you deliver to me? And then yes, I will always like take that offer to go deliver to them. Most times I go to their offices. Most times we meet in an open place, like an eatery or something. I'll bring out the ring and the designs that I have. They will see, they will ask me some questions regarding the ring, and I would answer. Majority of the time they end up buying, although some clients still did not buy because they didn't see what the kind of design they wanted. But it kept me going. The people that bought actually kept me going. So from each sale that I make, I take my profits, I reinvest it back into my business. Because I mean, If you actually started with 10 rings, the more you sell your rings or the more you sell your products, you don't just start eating your profit or start using your profit to do like irrelevant things or to solve your own personal problems. You have to reinvest that profit back into your business for the business to grow. So that was what I started doing. I kept on reinvesting every profit that I get. I reinvested back into my business to help my business grow. And I started doing that 2019, 2020, COVID happened. 2020, COVID happened, and COVID actually made me not to sell a lot or in 2020. In 2020, because of COVID. And then again, 2020 was the year that I finally gave birth to my daughter. Yeah. I gave birth in 2020, and the period of not staying at home to nurture my newborn baby, I wasn't posting much on Instagram, and I was getting calls from people, but sometimes I would tell them I'm not around because I didn't even give birth to my child in Port Harcourt. I had to travel to give birth, so and my business is situated in Port Harcourt, but I had to leave Port Harcourt to give birth to my child. So the whole thing just made me to like pause the business for the time being. After taking care of my child for 3 months or thereabouts, I came back to Port Harcourt and then continued my business. I continued posting on Instagram, and people started calling me again, and that was how 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and this is 2024. And you guys, God has been faithful. Like, God has been so faithful. If I tell you the amount that I started with and where I am today, I mean, I can only say it's God. I can only say it's God. And then determination, God, determination, and I got my husband's support. I got, God, my husband has been so supportive in my business. I can be now right now. I have a shop. I have a physical shop for my business. I actually started a physical shop in this is 2024. 2022, I got a physical shop for my business. When my daughter that I gave birth to in 2020, when she started school in 2022, she was about 2 years when she started school. I now went to look for a shop. So my husband has been so helpful. Sometimes when some clients call, those outside Port Harcourt, I get clients or customers from Lagos, Abuja, Owerri. When they call and they request for a way bill, most times my husband will help me to go to the park, to they drop off the way bills at the park. So he has been so supportive, he has been so kind to me, and he gives me ideas on how to like scale up my business and all of that. So it's been so amazing. It's been so amazing. I mean, it's been really, 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 really amazing. When I look at where I am today and I look at where I started from and how I started, I give God all the glory. I give God all the glory because as a stay-at-home mom, I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated. I don't like I don't like not having money. Like being in a situation whereby I don't have money. It pains me. Like it pains me. It pains me. I love making money. I love being productive with my time, with myself. So my business gave me that freedom. My business gave me that's it gave me freedom to start making money. It gave me an opportunity to start making money, guys. So this is me, and then one of the reasons why I'm sharing this video, I told you guys my page is going to be about making money and everything that has to do with motherhood and pregnancy and all of that, you get. So this is me encouraging someone out there, like if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're newly married, or if you just got married, or if you stopped your 9 to 5 work, maybe because of pregnancy. Sometimes people get pregnant and the pregnancy becomes a high risk pregnancy, and they will have to like stop their job, to take care of themselves and take care of their baby. So if you actually stopped your 9 to 5 business, 9 to 5 work because of pregnancy, or if you actually got married and had to relocate from your state to another place to join your husband, and then you don't have anything doing and all of that, you can actually start up something from home. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you can't start anything from home. Guys, I did it. I started something from home. I started my business from home with just a little money. I started my business from home with just a little money. And today I can actually tell you that my business has, it has taken me so far financially. you get, and then we've grown. I mean, I've scaled up my business from how this little business that I started, the stay at home business that I started, to a full business with a physical shop where people can actually walk into my shop and pick up a ring, and then they leave. And even today I already have a staff working for me. So you get, so the business has given me an opportunity to take care of myself as a woman, take care of myself as a wife, take care of my children as a mother. Has given me that opportunity, and that was one of the things that actually pushed me to start up a business, because I was looking for something that would give me time for my children. So today I can comfortably stay at home and maybe be with my children. I'm taking care of my children, and I have my staff working for me, in the office, attending to customers and all of that. So this is me. I decided to like share this story with you guys to encourage someone out there, because I know that there might be one or two ladies out there that might be struggling with this, married and looking for sources of income, looking for how to make money, and you don't even know where to start from. You can start from home. Yeah, you can start from home. You're hearing it from someone that did it and succeeded in it. You can start your business from home. As a stay-at-home mom, you can start from home. You can start from small. The Bible said, don't despise the days of your little beginning. I'm sharing my story here, and I hope it inspires you. I hope you get inspired by my story. I hope you stop procrastinating. I hope you stop doubting yourself. I mean, I started my business, I was so scared. I was so scared. I was asking myself, will I get customers? Will I have people purchasing from me? But God made a way for himself. God made a name for himself. God made a way for me and made a name for himself. God came through for me. So, I mean, we've sold to hundreds of, couples, hundreds of people. These people, I don't even know them. Like, I don't know them from anywhere. People will call me. They like my product. They love my ring, and they want to buy from me. So people, I will stay at home, and people will go to my office and purchase something from my office. People that I don't even know. So this all started from that small step that I took, that little step that I took to start up something from the comfort of my home, to help myself as a woman, to help my children as their mother, and also to like be of assistance to my husband, because just like I said before, I don't subscribe to that school of thought that says as a married woman you just have to fold your arms and wait for your husband to provide everything. No, 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 no. I don't subscribe to that school of thought. In as much as your husband is meant to take care of the home financially as the head of the home, it's also paramount, it's also important for you as the woman to be productive. You're there to be his helper, right? So you help him even financially. You help him financially. I'm not saying go and shoulder the bills of the family, but where you can, drop one or two things to help to assist financially at home, you do it. It takes nothing away from you, but you can only help if you have something doing. So if you don't have something doing, this is your reminder. This video is like a reminder and an encouragement for you to think of something today, whatever that is in your heart. Especially, you can actually discuss with God whatever He lays in your heart, whatever business that you feel like, okay, this is what I'm good at, this is what I want to do. Take it to God in prayers and start. Start. It's as simple as that. Just start. Start, okay? Start. So we've come to the end of today's video. I hope you learned something from my story, my story of how I started my business. And thank you again. If you've subscribed, this is my opportunity to say thank you, thank you for subscribing. And if you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. Please help me grow my channel. Please, 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 please. I can't do this thing without you guys. Help me grow my channel, please. Subscribe, like, comment wherever you're watching this video from. In Nigeria, outside Nigeria, please comment. Drop your comments. I would love to read from you. I promise to reply every comment. I promise to reply, every comment as soon as I see them. I'm gonna reply your comments.